The moment Emily walked through the door from her trip, I felt something shift. She smiled, hugged me, and tried to sound casual. Too casual. There was an energy about her, a nervous tension in the way she set down her bag that made the room feel suddenly heavier. I told myself I was imagining it. Maybe it was just jet lag, exhaustion, or excitement. But deep inside, a small, persistent voice warned me otherwise. The first night, I noticed her phone. It buzzed once while she was in the bathroom, and she snatched it up a little too quickly, tucking it beneath the pillow before I could see the screen. I tried to brush it off. It's nothing, I told myself. Yet the unease lingered. Over the next few days, small things began to add up. A laugh that felt forced. A distracted stare at her phone. Frequent excuses to step out of the room to answer messages. She insisted she was tired from travel, that she just needed a quiet day. I wanted to believe her. I needed to. Then came the small cracks in her story. One morning, I found a receipt tucked between brochures from her trip. Dinner for two at a restaurant she hadn't mentioned. I asked about it, trying to keep my voice even. She hesitated, then said she had gone with a coworker. I nodded, but her explanation fell hollow. My stomach twisted. I didn't want to see what I feared, but my gut refused to let me ignore it. I began replaying memories I'd laughed off before. The way she sometimes checked her phone before saying goodbye. The sudden defensiveness at a simple question. The way she smiled at messages I wasn't meant to see. My mind spun, questioning whether I was being paranoid. Maybe I was overthinking. Maybe I was insecure. But the constant small evasions, the quiet secrecy, it all told a different story. One night, I couldn't take it anymore. I sat on the edge of our bed, hands trembling, staring at the laptop she'd left open. I knew it was wrong, but I needed answers. A folder caught my attention. Photos from her trip. Most were normal, landscapes, group shots. But one stood out. She was standing close to a man in a way that felt private, unplanned, intimate. My throat tightened. I scrolled further. Messages, inside jokes, plans I wasn't included in. Every line, every image cut deeper than I thought possible. The next morning, I confronted her, voice shaking, heart pounding. I saw the messages. I said, "The photos. Explain this." Her eyes filled with guilt before she spoke. "Ollie, I didn't mean for you to find out this way," she whispered. "It just happened. I didn't plan it. I swear, I didn't know how to stop it." The room felt smaller, heavier. I wanted to scream, throw something, demand answers that might destroy me, but I couldn't. My voice barely rose above a whisper. "Why didn't you tell me?" Tears streaked her face. I was scared, confused. "I never wanted to hurt you." Her words, meant to soothe, only cut deeper. In that moment, I realized love alone couldn't erase betrayal. Years of carefully built trust had fractured, and no apology could put it back together. In the days that followed, silence became our language. We passed each other in the apartment, without a word. Shared meals became quiet rituals. We lived side by side with a gap I couldn't bridge. I replayed every memory, every tender moment, questioning what had been real and what had been a mask. I ached, not just from loss, but from recognizing how blind I had been to the truth staring me in the face. Eventually, I made a choice, not from anger or spite, but from quiet recognition of my own worth. One evening, we sat down together, both fragile and raw. "I can't stay like this," I said. "I loved you, and I still do, but I can't keep living in the shadow of this." She nodded, tears streaming, mirroring my own grief. We spoke the words we had to say, gentle but final, and embraced one last time. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't cinematic. Just a quiet goodbye, weighted with years of shared life and a heavy ache of betrayal. As I closed the door behind me, I felt a strange calm. The heartbreak was sharp and lingering, but beneath it, a quiet strength. I had survived the betrayal, faced the truth, and reclaimed my sense of self. The pain would fade slowly, but I knew I had the courage to rebuild, to trust myself again, and to honor the love I still carried, not in someone else, but in myself.